Welcome everybody to the Bang 'em Out video series. This is going to be a video series featuring me, Hectic. I might bring on a few guest stars here and there, maybe not. But the whole point of this is to improve your Ghost Recon game. Now, to start things off, the topic of this video is, so you suck and you're trying to get better. I'm going to cover some very basic things that'll help you get your gameplay moving and flowing and grinding, and you'll be good to go. But, you know, the advanced players out there, you guys are going to be good to go. You don't need to know this. I'll get into more advanced tactics later on, stuff that makes me on top of my game 24/7. For now, the basics. This is going to be under 15 minutes, so we'll go quick, people. Okay. First things first. There are 3 firing modes. 1, 2, 3. Now, that doesn't mean single shot, whatever. It means that there's 3 different firing modes. There's blind firing, there's L triggering, and then there's zooming in. Now, if you can tell, zooming in is the most accurate. However, you also get the most tunnel vision. With that said, you know, you need to be able to delegate. I recommend almost never blind firing unless someone is up in your face. Almost never. L triggering works, you know, 10, 20 meters out. Anything past like 30, 40 meters, I'm scoping in. I know it might seem that's a little close, but you know what? When you get to the point where you don't miss your shots, you're good to go. And that's a wrap. If you doubt my abilities, you know, check out the stats. I have like a 2.78 KD, 2.76 or something. You know, I have almost 5 days of game time played. You know, we're good to go on that. So I'm good at killing people. You know, I play for the objective. I play to win. I'm not a stat whore. I'm just giving you my credentials. Okay. My advice to you, do not L trigger too much. You know, if you're on cover and you see a guy, don't just stand here and pop up like this. Don't sit here and L trigger. I catch so many people doing this. They make the easiest mistake in the world. They just sit here and L trigger and they're like, oh, look at this. This is so pretty. The thing is if you can see, there's this white circle in the middle of my screen, right? So a player who might be on this ledge right here, he'll just be looking at me. He'll line it up right where my head might be, and then pop up real quick, zoom in, boom, headshot, just like that. And that happens a lot. The more experienced players will kill you that way. They will. So you have to make sure that, you know, you don't just pop up. I see scouts do that all the time with snipers. They just sit here with active camo thinking they won't get headshotted, and then a rifleman will just pop up real quick, boom. Headshot. Another tactic. Be smart. Be aggressive. Play to practice. You know, ranked is not the place to practice teamwork. Ranked is a whole new beast. People run around. People do their own thing. This is a place, these ranked rooms are a place to hone your skills. They're a place to get better and hone, you know, gun skill. You know, how to roll, you know, all the little intricacies of your gameplay, your individual gameplay. This is where you practice. This isn't where you practice teamwork, because people play completely differently. So, things to take, you know, you're a soldier. This is not Gears of War. This is not Call of Duty. You're not going to run around and no-scope people. It's just not going to happen. Play smart. You have a cover system. I can wait for a guy to run around this corner right here, and he's not able to see me. I can left-hand and right-hand by clicking in the left stick. Very simply. So remember, play smart. Look at this. Has no idea. But you also have to, you know, keep in mind, you want to be aggressive because this is to practice. You don't want to practice camping. Camping's easy. You just sit here and don't do anything. You don't want to camp. You know, you want to be able to have the most versatile gameplay possible. You want to be able to win under all conditions. If you need to be aggressive, if it comes down to those last 5 seconds and you need a push, you don't want to say, oh, well, I don't know how to push because I camp all the time. You need to be able to work and play aggressive. In my opinion, if you want to be an aggressive player, start walking around. You see how I'm walking around like this? This is the best way to do it because you have the most awareness. You know, you're not running and sprinting. Like, you can move your camera around while walking. You know, you can just walk very slowly, very tactically, line yourself up with pieces of cover. You know, if you're just walking around, you want to be sure that you're lined up. You know, if I'm walking and I see this guy, I'm lined up with this piece of cover right here. Another thing to keep in mind. If you're on cover like this, and you L trigger out, you see how my reticule blooms out? That's not good. You know, if a guy runs around a corner at me, you know, and I start shooting, there's a good chance that I might die. So what you want to do is, instead of just L triggering out like that, you want to walk into the wall. Don't take cover, walk into the wall. I use a cover system in my own way. You know, I walk into the wall like this, because what happens is when I L trigger, there's no bloom. See that? There's a big difference between this and this. But, I just use cover in a different way, people. I'm not just going to run up these stairs. I'm going to line myself up with this wall right here, go like this. Work my way up, like I'm just kind of, like, very sneakily walk up these stairs. Be aggressive, be slow, be smart, cover all areas. This is Ghost Recon. People like the camp, watch everything.
Good work. You're overwhelming
Figure out what your weaknesses are and train from that. If you know that, you're bad at playing slow and you're one of those run and gun type players, like, start working on, taking the objective. Don't go for spawn killing so much. Work on, how to get people off of the objective. If your gun skill isn't up to par, work on zooming in more. Work on, lining up this white circle with the player and then just, like, zooming in on his face. Like, see my teammate right there? Like, pretend like this guy was an enemy. I could just go like this, zoom in on his head, kill him. Work on it. Go into the firing range. That's beautiful to help. It's one of the best ways to, get things going. Always try and think 2 steps ahead of your opponent. Always try and think 2 steps ahead of your opponent. At all times. You never want to get to a place where, you're waiting on the other guy to, like, make a move. Never. Ever, ever.
Our forces secure the supply cache. The battle is ours. We have crushed the enemy forces.
One of the final things that I'm going to tell you guys right now is that you want to have confidence in your abilities. I'm just loading up a ranked room and I'm just kind of like walking through some stuff because I don't want to go into the firing range. I want to do this right here. Here's some things that I've got going on. This is just a little introductory video. For the most part, every other video, I'll start in the beginning of a conflict lobby and go to the end of it. This, I knew it was going to be a little shorter, so I didn't mind that, there's only 6 minutes left in this game. The rest of this stuff I'm going to show you guys in the firing range. Yeah, guys, I'm on the #1 team right now, called Harmony and Havoc. If you look on game battles, we're like 80-8. I have some of the best players in the game at my disposal. They're some of the best players in the game, and they don't even play that much. It's because they have the right mentality when walking into matches. They know what it takes to win. They know how to be 2 to 3 steps ahead of their opponent, I know that if I'm about to approach a situation, I know if there's a guy hiding behind this piece of cover, I know to throw a nade right here, wait for him to get stunned, and then wait for him to stand up and then just headshot him. I know this stuff. You gotta have confidence when going into a game, and if you don't have confidence, I guarantee you another player will have more than you. If I walk into a game not thinking that I'm the best, there's no way I'm gonna win. There's just no way that you can expect to say, oh, I suck, I'm the worst, I'm the worst, I'm the worst, and then expect to do well. It just doesn't make sense. Your brain will not allow you to win if you really believe that you suck. Don't be hard on yourself. If you make mistakes, don't stress it. Do what you gotta do. There's tons of things that you can do to improve, and don't be critical, just work on your own game. That's it. A lot of the skills that you learn in, like, one shooter transfer over to other shooters. The better you get at Ghost Recon, the better you're gonna get at other Tom Clancy games like Rainbow Six, Splinter Cell. Maybe even Hawks. I'm not just kidding, I don't know about Hawks, but always have a game plan. Try and think 2 steps ahead of an opponent. When you get into a gunfight, make the first move. Make the first move. Doesn't matter if you suck. Does not matter. Doesn't matter if, you make tons of mistakes, just try and make the first move. Try and push him. Try and think ahead of him. Try and be tactical. Try and approach the situation in a tactful manner. You gotta know how to do this stuff, people. You just got to. Every ranked match, this is one of the final tips I'm going to give you. When you're walking into a ranked match, you got to know that there has to be something that you're working on, whether it's gun skill, whether it's your movement, whether it's your map awareness, whether it's spawns. Always realize, what's going on in the game, and try and work on something. Try and work on, your accuracy. Try and work on your movement. Try and work on your placement in the map. Like, ranked is not a good place to, go off of how other teams are going to play. It's not a good place to practice teamwork. It's a good place to practice gun skill. I've already covered this. Maybe one game, focus specifically on your ACR and your gun loadout. Gun loadouts don't matter that much, people. I'm telling you right now, this is coming from a player on the top team right now. Gun loadouts don't matter. They do not matter. I have players who have won championships in others' games on my team, and they don't they don't care about their loadouts. It's about smarts and how you work together with your teammates and the chemistry and the teamwork and what you bring to the table and how you work with other people. You know, this is very basic stuff.
Multiple objectives in the area.
So if you're blaming your lack of skill on your gun loadout, don't. That's an excuse. It is an excuse to say that your gun loadout is the reason that you're losing. I guarantee you, you can be the best with whatever you want. I've seen top players use engineers. I've seen top players use scouts. I've seen top players use LMGs. You know, it's whatever you want to be. There is no limitations on this. And if you have a weakness, you want to bang that shit out. You want to make sure that you're the best at whatever it is. You don't want to have a weakness. You don't want another player to exploit your weakness. Be aggressive, be smart, play to win, and don't complain. One of the worst things that people can do is complain too much. One of the worst things that you can do is blame everything on connection, blame everything on this, blame everything on that. Because what happens is, if I go into a game and it's lagging just enough and it's, the people are maybe a tiny bit better than me and it's like I'm just complaining, like I'm not going to learn anything. I'm not going to get better. All I'm going to do is complain. It just won't make you better as a player. So my suggestion is to take the silver lining from every game. If you're getting destroyed, then just let it happen. Calm down. Be like, all right, it's all good. I'm still amazing and it's not a big deal, and just work on something. Say this game might be laggy, so I'm just gonna work on my, my map awareness. Like, I didn't know about this spot in the game. I didn't know about this, that, the third. Like, look at these guys. They're just about to get flanked, and they're gonna say, "Oh, that's gay." He's so lucky. Like, it wasn't really luck. I just came from spawn. They need to be a little bit more aware of that.
Good work. We recovered data from the sensor.
So yeah, guys, that's the end of the video. I'm gonna wrap this up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll finish this out with a gameplay on the rest of the map. I hope you enjoy. Peace.
One of the enemy intercepted critical data. Eliminate him. Target eliminated. Well done. A teammate intercepted critical data. Protect him while he transmits it. More ammo now! the primary insertion, but enemy reinforcements are arriving from the flank. We've taken the uplink. Stand by for intel sweep. Return. Complete your objectives before enemy forces reach them. Secure the supply container here. Resupply available. We control the supply point.
Alright guys, I'm gonna end the gameplay here because there's only 3 people left in the room. Remember to follow me on twitch.tv where I'm always streaming. I'm always getting stuff done. Have a nice day. And remember, this is the Bang 'Em Out video series. Get ready. Video 2's coming your way with more advanced tactics than before. Every video will be more advanced than the one before it. Peace.